Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. We're playing in the finals of the mini Oslo Gamers Group tournament, and joining me on Discord is Domba.
Hello again.
So we're playing in the final game with Trumbar, Axiom, and Zyron. And have we played against any of these players so far?
I have played. I think you have joined me for 4 of the 6 games,
Yep.
and I played all these. I think we played Axiom in one of the games, and I played Turumbar in another game, and Cyron beat me on Boitersjø in the
Okay.
Boitersjø game. Yeah, he has I believe 5 wins and 1 second place in the 6 games, so he has won the most. But before the tournament, and the best player in Norway is the red player Turumbar.
So
And we are dead last. We're now going to be enough. This is a group of 4 now. We're going to play these guys in 2 consecutive games, and I think we have to win both the games. And Cyron don't. I think Cyron will win the tournament if he comes in 2 second places. So he has a big lead.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
kind of had a disastrous finish to the last game we played on Play Agricola. So,
yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
let's take a look at this first pile.
Yeah. I,
The
I I see 2 cards that I really like: Guildmaster, Field Warden.
Yep,
But the support is just go Field Warden and hope for Gardener or Magician.
yep. I agreed with you 100%.
Yeah,
It's funny. I think we've gotten Field Warden in almost every game so far.
correct. And also, Head of the Revolution has been in those games.
So
But
let's
it
see.
is an interesting interaction that Magician and Street Magician is here. Chief's Daughter is also hate taking Chief's Daughter first, kind of like a boring pick.
Right.
One of my favorite occupations in a semi-weak pile, Master Cook.
Yep.
Uh, um,
We've also got Pear Peeler, but yeah, there's not a whole lot else I would consider. I think Pear Peeler is possibly takeable with Field Warden, but I think I like Master Cook here. Master Cook
yeah,
combos with a lot of different cards.
definitely.
So let's grab Master Cook here. This is a very
Yeah,
weak pile, so Axiom
yeah.
opened a weak pile.
Mm. I think probably that is the best pile you can pick up. Have like a super good field cards. I think probably that's the best pile you can open. Um. Hmm. Not the strongest this one either. I
No.
like Conservator. Uh, Village Druid and Reformer on the rebound. If Reformer can come back, could be an interesting thing. But
Hmm. I like Village Druid if we know Sheep's not going to come till round 3 or 4, because
yeah.
then there's less demand for that first fireplace, and with Master Cook,
Mm,
that gives us something to do with our late actions.
yeah.
Um, yeah, this is kind of a pretty meh pile.
Yeah, I feel Village Druid is dependent on other cards.
Yeah,
I think Conservator is not dependent on other cards.
right,
So Conservator we can just play towards no matter what.
right.
Village Druid, it depends on... Yeah, if we know now that Loom is in our first pile, Miners, of course we take Village Druid. But Village Druid is, as you have said before, I don't know how you termed it, is it could go very well or it could go very, very bad. Conservator is more like uh, oh, on average better card for our game, I would think.
So one thing I'd like to point out is I actually think Master Cook and Conservator don't really work that well together. Reason
Mm-hmm.
being that when you use the Master Cook action, you're very often left with like 3 clay, 4 clay
Ah,
late, and then
yeah,
I
that is correct.
and I think the fact that Conservator saves you on your clay house reno is a lot less impactful in that situation. I actually like more than Village Druid and Conservator. I like taking Reformer here
Yeah.
uh, because
Yeah.
because
Go ahead.
yeah, like two sheep late is a pretty reasonable action. You get your breeding pair, and ultimately one of the traps people fall into with Master Cook is they don't also get alternate ways of feeding for once the game kind of picks up in pace.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you're correct. Reformer will let us not maybe eat animals, but maybe breed them earlier.
Yeah.
And hi KLJ, he's commenting in the Twitch that contractor is also a good card because it's basically it lets us have something we can put our food towards. So
Yep.
maybe contractor on the rebound.
Yeah,
But
I think Contractor HIKLJ is just not that strong of a card to begin with. So yeah, I think I like. That's why I like personally. I would go Reformer here. That's
yeah,
what I want.
I agree. I agree with that pick. And I hear your argument about the conservator. A lot of times you're like pushed towards taking like 4 clay,
Yeah.
or 2 reed in the middle of the game with Master Cook.
Yeah. We've kind of whiffed a whole bunch of times after picking Field Warden.
Oh, Countryman is perfect.
Yep.
Vegetable and jump to plow. So
Yep. Yep.
but
It's not the most exciting, but I think it's probably what we're taking here.
yeah, Merchant is decent with Master Cook, but Merchant is a very weak card, and yeah. Oh, Lumen is also here. Wish us luck, Lumen.
Yeah,
Let's
I like
turn bar.
Countryman looks fine here. So yeah,
Yeah.
we two times at the end of the game we go on vegetable, jump to plow. So it kind of Countryman is funny. It's like if we use it twice, then it's gained us 1 vegetable overall. So that's not that impactful, but that's okay. Well, we got Magician back.
And Gardener.
And we got Gardener. I think because of Countryman, I think Countryman is probably worth playing really late. So I think that makes Gardener a little worse. Now, if we got a miner like Lettuce Patch or whatever, obviously Gardener would be fantastic. But I think with Master Cook, I kind of like taking Magician here. Now, the Street Musician being here is very dangerous.
Yeah. It's. I mean, we could only we could Magician like 3 times, and we don't have to even play Magician super early. Our first occupation should be Master Cook,
right?
And then just see what happens.
Yeah. So Zyron is after us. So Zyron saw this pack that has Magician and Street Musician in it. I wonder if maybe we take Gardener just so we avoid the Magician Street Musician interaction.
Yeah, and then just grab a grain somewhere down the road and use that grain for. Or I mean, also in the miner draft there are a lot of cards that miners that gives grain.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or I guess the other thing would be we could take Street Musician ourselves. A Street Musician, if someone grabs Magician, Street Musician is just like a Gardener, I think, is just not that impactful for us. But if someone plays Musician, then Street Musician could be, a couple grain. I don't know.
I have no strong feelings there, but Magician does give Master Cook a very, very good late action that he often requires to be good.
Yep, I agree with that. Yeah, I like Magician here.
Gardener is not point stealing, but it's like late game food. It's kind of like, I mean, I feel Baker and Gardener kind of like do the same, not the same, but yeah, in a little bit different way. I feel Magician is, yeah, I think this is fine, and try only to give like 2-3 grain away. Cowboy, I don't really see ourselves that we need anything else. Maybe are we gonna do any early sowing like Forester? No.
The problem with Forester, especially with Master Cook, is we're just not going to get that many good wood actions. And I think with Forester, you either want to get the wood sown in round 4, or which is difficult, or you want to have so much wood that you can sow and still build your wood room on time. And I think us getting that much wood will be difficult with no 4 wood occupations and no 2 wood actions.
Yeah, I doubt we will play any of these cards.
Yeah, I think we can take Cowboy here. Problem with Forester is that it's bad.
Yeah, I feel that Forester should basically, when you play the card, then you can sow wood, for example. Then it would be like a decent card. But yeah, I tried Forester a lot of times. I think Contractor here is
Yeah.
fine. Wood Gatherers, no, I like Contractor here.
I think contractor. The fact that it can save you a read on your
Yeah,
rooms is Master Cook often has problems because Master Cook never gets the
yeah,
Reedstone food space.
yeah, definitely. I feel Clay. There's a lot of good miners for Master Cook, but Clay Roof is definitely one of them. So you basically have unlimited reads.
Mm-hmm.
But also Grotto is perfect.
Okay.
Oh.
I really
Golden
like.
Rose, if we have some late game ox. Barbershop for point ceiling, farm school for late game ox.
Agreed, Sid. I made the same comment. Yeah, I like Farm School a lot, but we probably are not going to activate it until round 13.
Oh
And we
yeah,
don't-
yeah. And we don't have any we don't have any like points on the card minor occupations like bonus points.
Yeah, Golden Rose is interesting. Yeah, but it has the same problem where like we're probably not going to sow until we hit our field warden sow in round 13 or round 12, right?
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
So it'd be good if we wanted to start player action maybe, but it has to come after our last action round 13, and it's like
Yeah.
I think I like barbershop here. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't mind barbershop as long as we can adapt the rule that we really want to build our first room before we play barbershop. I like barbershop as a 5 or even 4 point card.
Yeah.
I see people play it for 6, and sometimes they get so behind on the room.
Yeah, well, and it's one of those things where if we have a hard time getting read early, putting one read into barbershop is not so bad if the other players are all at like 2 and 3 read and ready to build, and we would be fourth, right? It's a kind of card you can be flexible with. Yeah, I like I think we should take barbershop here. Okay. Got a couple interesting cards here. If we end up deciding to bake, cookies is not a bad option. But I'm also looking at ladder and spinny.
I feel ladder is a very good card for us under rebound because I doubt it will be taken here.
Right.
But maybe that's a mistake. Cookies gives us a point ceiling that we don't have from before. Rake is point ceiling. I mean, we could go cookies rake for just point ceiling. Point ceiling. How is our wood situation? Because spinny is can be really bad if you don't have.
Well,
I mean, we have nothing that gives wood.
I'm wondering if we maybe need to take spinny, and then we can master cook pretty reliably, and be comfortable that the 3 wood action will often come back to us.
I totally agree. And then we don't like take start player for 6 wood, but we more like take 3 wood as our last action.
Yeah.
In like stage 2 and 3, I like that.
Yeah.
And on the rebound, I'm fine with cookies, ladder, or rake.
Yep. I think we're very likely to get something good back. So.
Yeah. I mean, even corn rake. Even Cornrick is actually on the rebound if everything is taken is fine, and don't play magician maybe. But Sawhorse will give us more wood, or at least secured wood.
Yeah. Yeah. Sawhorse is good.
And Boundary Stones is a really easy point stealing card. Normally a 2, or I like to play it for 3 points.
Right.
And with Field Warden, yeah, because if we take Boundary Stones and build 4 rooms, then we can take Fish Pond on the rebound, and then we can use that Fish Pond to cover that last space to the bottom right of our houses. That's for 3 points with the cross. That is a problem, because then you do 4 rooms in a normal, like, L. Upside L, and then you do the cross, and then you do defenses all the way to the right. and
Right.
then you have a problem. You need a fifth room or something to cover up that last space.
Right. Yeah, that seems to make sense. I'm just wondering about Sawhorse. Sawhorse is just such a good card. Like,
Sohorus is amazing. Yeah, I agree.
I guess with Reformer, the card gets a little worse in terms of we can hold it. If we really want to hold animals, we can play Reformer.
Oh,
Um,
I don't view Sohorus as an animal holder card. I'm not too. With barbershop, I much rather have barbershop out before we build our the first room than we do Sawhorse first.
mhm.
The Sawhorse is basically get to 10 wood and boom, you're on 15. You're on
Right,
15 fences.
right.
Uh,
Uh,
and we did see Madonna statue in our first pile. So
yeah,
if we take Sawhorse, then if we pick up something else that is a good miner, then we can discard those with Madonna.
yeah. I think I like Sawhorse over Boundary Stones here.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want to take. Yeah, and yeah, agree with the point on Madonna statue.
I mean, a
Hmm.
card like Sawhorse goes up a little bit in value when there is a Madonna statue around. And Madonna statue is, I believe, one of the most underdrafted cards. This is a
It's kind of a
opinion
spicy.
pile.
Yeah.
I don't. When in our home games we play, that Badger has 1 point on it, and then it actually gets played, but not in this tournament. Is Bathroom gonna do anything for us?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering about that. Like, are we going to eat the grain we get from our magician? With Contractor, we do build the clay oven fairly easily. It's kind of going to
Yeah,
depend on how often we want to go on magician.
yeah,
I think we could consider something like acreage here. If
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
if the farm school comes back, is there any way the farm school comes back?
Mm. Uh, I believe the fourth player will take farm school or something else, and we will be stuck with the other thing.
Yeah.
Depends, of course, on their early sowing
I just feel like I'm not
capabilities.
really that excited about anything else here. Like
Oh,
with contract, if we do play contractor, then I don't like the wood fired oven. I think the other ovens are much better with because
yeah,
you can actually discount. You can't discount on wood fired oven.
yeah, only
Uh,
on majors. So yeah, I think one of the cards all the way to the right, bathroom or acreage, due to that we have taken Sawhorse, and we most likely could take Madonna statue as our fifth pick.
I like acreage here. Let's grab
Yeah,
that.
I agree. And then maybe that minor to play Ox
Hey,
in the.
farm school came back. So we could play master cook and magician, and then farm school could play.
Okay, question.
Oh,
This is okay. I'm confused. Barbershop has a person on it, and I'm thinking it's an occupation when I look at the screen.
oh,
Um,
barbershop.
uh,
Barbershop's a
yeah,
minor.
yeah, but barbershop has a person in the picture, and I was like, where is our fourth minor? Okay, anyways, farm school is good, but I like Madonna statue here as well. Uh, uh,
I'm trying to think about what occupations we're gonna want to play. So like field warden wants to get played late. Countryman can be played late. So if we say we play master cook magician normally, then we could play acreage, so 2 grain that we got from magician, and then farm school could play, field warden, countryman, maybe even reformer if we want to take a pair of animals, depending on the
yeah,
timing.
yeah,
Could play contractor.
yeah. Um, yeah, I like that. I think. I'm just trying to. We're gonna have very easy fencing. Farm school. Yeah, it's gonna save us some late game actions. We definitely want to play both Countryman and Field Warden uh,
Yeah,
decently late, and
yeah.
we can go either Reformer or Cowboy, depending on how many occupations we have, and that will give us some
I really
animal
like farm
capacity.
school here. Farm school here.
Yep. Okay. Go, go, go.
Okay, so we got ladder and cookies back. So acreage makes me like cookies a lot better here. For
Yeah, and
point
we need point
ceiling.
ceiling. Yeah, we need point ceiling now.
Yeah, I like cookies here.
Yeah.
Although ladder with 2 reed miners seems better as well, but we will maybe get 2 reed. Sometimes the valuation on 2 reed gets really weird depending on the game and what people are doing.
Yep.
Excuse me. But yeah, I like
And
cookies
now,
here.
and now our with cookies, our contractor just became a little bit better as well.
Yes, agreed.
And then then we don't take ladder, then we also need contractor for maybe a room. So I guess that's okay. We could take flail here for like round 13, round 14
Yeah.
baking.
Yeah, that it actually is might be useful in our hand.
Yeah.
Because we definitely don't want so bake except for the one time for acreage. Yeah, that looks good. I feel like our miners are way better than our occupations.
Yeah, I was trying to think before what is like my favorite occupations, and magician, field warden are like basically on my top 5 list for like easy, straightforward cards. And other than that, I like master cook as well, but it's definitely not a super strong one. It depends very much on the game. Siron opening with village druid. Probably going to go to the 2 clay and then build fireplace around 2.
Makes a lot of sense.
And when you start your turn, you can add the food to round 5.
Right, because we were playing with that variant. Anyone who just watches on YouTube and doesn't play on the site, I've had a big argument over the last couple days with a bunch of people over over this house rule, specifically the interaction with Rooster, because obviously it came up in a previous game.
Yeah, 3 wood into Sawhorse seems like a very good thing if we are allowed that. And we know most likely Siron, the purple player, will 2 clay and set up fireplace.
So Sid is saying he liked rake. Rake is 2 points from a wood. Yeah, 2 points from a wood is good. I mean, I'm not actually all that high on all the wood for 2-point cards. Like, I don't really like farm name sign. I'm just not that high on any of those cards. I like using my wood for. I guess I don't really like playing miners that late in the game, and especially with Field Warden. We don't really care about start player. Like, we would like the start player to get family growth, but we don't care about start player for plow so obviously. So
Yeah.
And
By the way,
agreed with you on Sawhorse here, start player Sawhorse here.
Yeah. By the way, there is a small chance Turambar actually likes to play like just a normal alms, like played for 4 or 5 food.
Right.
And when he passed on occupation, I know he probably have alms in his hand. There is a chance that we can now take. Okay, 1 read was taken. Never mind with the lender. I was thinking taking 2 read, and then so now I'm thinking master cook here.
Master cook.
Yeah, because I was thinking 2 read and then play occupation, because it's actually a chance with this setup now that actually that could happen.
Right.
Because Turambar and Axiom wants to take resources,
right.
And I think Turambar has alms, so we could definitely play. I think we can play master cook on our second move here.
Okay, so you like going read stone food or 3 wood?
No. I would really like this if it was 2
if there
read
was
on the
2
board.
Read, yes. The fact that 2 read is not there.
So sure.
Yeah, I agree. The fact that 2 read is there makes the occupation actions quite a bit better in contrast. Yeah, I like master cook here.
Yeah, but if Siron, for example, now takes reads on food, I will not be surprised at all if Turambar passes on occupation.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, because Alms was in the draft and agreed that it's a nice card. It's a card that's probably undervalued.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't know Turambar's hand or anything, but he passed us some very weak occupations piles.
Right.
So yeah. But of course, Peace Worker. That's a very good setup for Siron, and be guaranteed the first fireplace as well.
Right. Yep. I guess we're
Peace
just
workers,
taking 2 wood here. I don't see anything else to seriously consider. We're not going to take 2 food with Master Cook in hand.
No, I agree. 2 wood is 2 wood is decent.
I think, Lumen, it's more the knowledge that it's in the draft. It was in the draft, and it was in the draft, and it was taken, and all 3 players have played occupations. Like the other two players played Ox in stage 1. So
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
also I know Turambar's playstyle by heart. I mean, I played probably 500 games, maybe 1,000 games with him. So
that's funny.
I will not be surprised if Turambar plays alms for like 3, 4, or 5 food in this game.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm saying it's a decent chance for it.
You're hedging your bets.
Yeah.
All right. Do we get to keep the start player seat going into round 3? Would we actually take 2 read ahead of using Master Cook?
I'm thinking yes, because if we don't, Cyron will basically read stone food.
Right. So I'm looking at Zyron. Zyron probably prefers read stone food. Turambar already has 2 read, and actually Axiom has 2 read as well because of his resource lender. So maybe this is a situation where 2 read can come back to us.
Oh yeah, it is probably a chance. And I mean, if it doesn't come back in, we can play Occupation Magician. That's not the end of the world.
Yep.
Or even and then with Magician, then we will have a food grab either in this round or in round 4, and that will give us an earlier contractor. So yeah, Master Cook, I agree.
Cool.
Can you change the guest token to something cool instead of the normal one? I wish Chris could make Master Cook guests like he has done for like Acrobat and other stuff. Okay, let's see if Turambar goes for 3 wood or plays an occupation here. Let's see if my theory proves correct. No, it proves wrong. It proves wrong.
Turambar plays Good Friend.
Yep.
That was maybe like a second pick Good Friend.
Yeah, I didn't see Good Friend. I didn't notice Good Friend.
Yeah, no, draft. Definitely not. Yeah. That's definitely a card I would have pointed out had I seen it.
Yeah. That tells you. Good Friend as the second pick, then the draft, then the occupation quality is not super high.
Right. I mean, it's possible he first picked it, that's really unlikely.
Oh yeah, then I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. There were a lot of, we'll play a lot of minors that the Good Friend likes. So 2 read came back here.
Wow, good call. I very good call. 2 read here every day of the week.
Yeah.
And then on the rebound, I don't mind Magician or Foreclay. Well, actually, I mind Foreclay. I don't really want to stress with the clay yet. I actually would rather take 2 wood over Foreclay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad for us.
Businessman.
Yeah, he's gonna be. That's the only action space it works on is the starting player, and he's to our right, so we're gonna be last a couple of more times in the game than normal.
Right. Yep, that is not a great sign. So very likely Zyron will build. Well, actually, no. Well, he already has the fireplace. There wasn't any particular reason to get a cooking hearth early, not that I remember seeing.
Yeah, with this, I bet he has like a 3 Ock miner and gonna go to a cooking hearth with the second.
If we're gonna be really late if we're gonna have a lot of if we're gonna be last a lot, I kind of like playing barbershop in round 4 in this situation.
Yeah. Uh,
I don't actually.
let's
Maybe
play
even
this.
we could play it now, just because I don't really like food that much with our magician not out and with Master Cook in play.
Yeah.
And the other factor is there's just really nothing on this board for us.
Yeah, for clay, that was like my last priority action
Yeah,
over occupation and wood, but all of the three were taken.
yeah.
And people are not struggling for food for some reason, because normally three food, at least one of them goes,
Right.
and it has now. So,
I'm also
yeah,
looking at the
why
fact that
not? Okay, I agree. Why not just do barbershop? It's
yeah,
okay.
Turnbar also has the resources for a room, and Axiom will have the resources for a room as early as round 5. So I feel like
Yeah.
we're pretty likely to be third. So then I think barbershop is fine here because I think we'll have time to catch back up, assuming family growth doesn't come out in round 5.
Mm.
And honestly, this board is not that good either. We could take
Oh,
3 wood, we could take Reedstone food, or we could Master Cook again.
no, I feel with this setup, when we do this line, I feel we have to master cook here,
Yeah.
and then just be opportunistic with our last 2 actions, and then we have like a lot of information as well. And I mean, if we are lucky, we can even with our. No, I guess we can't. I was thinking maybe we could.
Sneak in
What,
with Contractor.
yeah, or yeah, like or I was thinking even magician and taking traveling players, but that's not gonna happen. No, that was just blocked. So this is a sign that Siron does not have Street Magician. Because if he had Street Magician in hand, he would not take Traveling Players now. I think he would have maybe played it with his Village Druid.
So Zyron very likely has Gardner then from that pack because it was pretty much Magician, Gardner, Street Musician were the 3 picks.
Ah, yeah, correct. And he has Peace Worker. Peace Worker is his first pick? Yeah, we never saw Peace Worker.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
right.
Peace Worker is his first pick. Turambar's first pick is Good Friend or something else. Yeah, this is very low.
I'm taking 3 wood here. I think that's the best move. We might get expensive occupation back.
Yeah. Go ahead. Very rare that you see that the first room in round 4 is basically not contested at all. Well, okay, it's not that unrare, but I mean,
Yeah, Turnbar has had a very nice start. Getting Reedstone food 3 times is fantastic.
yeah.
Really fantastic.
Sabash is asking in the main chat in Play-agricola barbershop read. What does he mean with that?
Turnbar never took the good friend resource from our barbershop.
So we played
he's
it
pointing
before.
that out.
But he's gonna probably, most likely, get at least a late game read from our farm school, though. Yeah, nothing better to do for Turambar here than build. I don't really see what I don't like to build there unless there's a really. I like to build in round 5 instead.
Yeah, especially because he could have built the
Well,
could have built the well. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe he passed Axiom something that we're not aware of.
Yeah.
This move here, I kind of like Contractor. It gets us our second read for our wood room, and then we can just focus on taking wood.
Yeah. I also like getting a third occupation out. Definitely occupation here, and Contractor that basically puts us that much closer to our first room.
Yeah.
And then later Magician to just have a very good second stage action. Like 3 food and a grain in round 6 or something. Sid N says Turambar had to build.
But Turambar sits before. Oh, you're saying Axiom could have start playered, of course. Right. I was thinking Axiom couldn't start player
Oh,
and
okay.
get the wood.
I'm actually not paying attention to
Yeah.
what's actually in the resource lender piles.
Yeah. So I like Contractor here.
My favorite card with Master Cook is definitely Head of the Family. Just to gather up a lot of food and just take whatever comes to you, and then just hope for family growth around 7, build 2 rooms, and just be set for life.
Well, Family Growth came out in round 5. That's unfortunate.
But we are ahead of Cyron in when if we don't Master Cook here, we can build before Cyron. I don't know how important it is for us to build before him, but
Well, the thing is, Zyron really likes start player. So what I'm afraid of is we take 3 wood, Zyron takes 3 wood, and then we, like, Axiom will build a wood room because Axiom's got 2 wood coming in.
yeah.
And then we're gonna be in a situation where we kind of have to start player, and if we don't start player, it's very likely the businessman will. So I guess the question becomes, how much do we like or not like start player with our second action?
Yeah.
And personally, I really don't like start player with our second action here. Just because we're gonna start player into building a room, and then we don't even family growth till round 7. Like, that's a pretty long time for a payoff. Whereas if we don't if we don't if we don't second action start player here, then we probably end up having the opportunity to build in round 8. And even if we don't, I think, I don't know. This is.
Yeah. I agree with you. Just go ahead with your instinct there.
Yeah, I think we can't pass 3 wood here, because if we pass 3 wood, Zyron's taking it, and then Axiom might take 3 wood as well, and then if that happens, we're in a really bad spot. Because I really don't want to have to take 2 wood.
Yeah.
Because the 3rd wood means a lot for Spinny and Flail, like for having some minor. So I think we take 3 wood here. Quiet all, yeah. Well, he can still shout. A lot of people don't know about the shouting functionality on this site.
What does the quiet all mean? I never.
It prevents people who are not in the game from speaking in chat. But there is a function to get around it where you can shout, and so then there's a quiet all with includes shouting, which Turnbar did not do.
Okay.
It's like an unofficial tournament, Sanswell. Like, it's like normally the Oslo board gamers would be getting together. They had something planned, right? You guys had actually planned to do like a live tournament?
Yeah, we're planning on taking a boat trip for 3 days and playing just Agricola basically for 3 days, and like a cruise ship. And of course that was cancelled. And then we thought, what can we do instead? And we thought up this.
Okay, so the issue with start playering here is we can't Master Cook in round 6, but we could Master Cook round 7 because family growth would be safe. So I think we can start player here, but if we do start player, then our Spinny comes much later, and I'm wondering about that. We do have cookies, which we can play for free, which is nice. We have acreage, which we can play for free. So we have acceptable miners to play. I think we can start player here. This hurts a lot, but I think
you know what I would like to do? I would like to play Reformer, and then Cyron can't fool around too much, because if we play Reformer, then we have our Spinny online
Spinny.
because we have 6 wood, and then he cannot take
Ooh, I
start
like
player,
that.
build room, and sheep. Then he has to like choose. Then we can also choose.
I like that. I really
Yeah,
like
because
that.
Reformer gives us either Spinny or 3 and a room, or it gives us 3 sheep and Spinny very soon.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take food from what?
Yeah, the
Oh.
round 5 food.
Yeah, I like this. So yeah, we force Zyron to hopefully pick between building and getting the sheep. And hopefully Zyron decides the sheep are more important. With business, I mean, it's still possible Zyron start players, but they could go for the sheep instead of the builder room. And really what we care about is getting on the build room space, so.
Yeah. But also our food situation is yes, it is.
Our food situation's not great, yes. Oh, here we go. Raspberries. Let's see if there's a major coming here. Maybe joinery, maybe cooking hearth upgrade, probably cooking hearth upgrade.
Yeah, most likely. So he basically just don't care. He just goes all in for getting that room. But I mean,
I don't know. It's still very possible that he's taking 3 sheep first move. That's still possible.
Yeah.
And if he does build the room, we'll grab the sheep.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, we can master cook round 7 and then hopefully get a 3 food action with a late move.
Yep.
Playing corn chief here, that's kind of unusual. I would have thought cooking hearth upgrade for sure, but maybe has some use for the grain. Maybe wants to build, I don't know, we passed wood-fired oven? What else?
I
Maybe
mean,
just think about clay oven?
wood gives him some food outs with a clay grab at some point. There's going to be 6 clay in extra most likely, so that's not going to be easy to grab. But
well, that's the thing. Turumbar is going to take that 6 clay with his first move. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's
especially
also
having played Granary here on Family Growth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and we talked about there's a lot of miners that gives grain. This is one of my favorite miners that gives grain. Granary, just 3 clay for a point, and you get 2 or 3 grain.
Mm-hmm.
And I regard this as the perfect stage 2 miner.
It's a good one, that's for sure. Let's see what Zyron does here.
Yeah, remember to pick up the food as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Does build a room. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so this is pretty bad because Turumbar's got the resources to build again in round 7 already.
Mm-hmm. But I guess he's not food type because he can't take family growth in round 7. But yeah, it's beginning to look like the reason why I don't like playing Barbershop Stage 1. But I do agree this time it was good, but just puts the room a little bit behind. Let's. Yeah,
I took the 3 sheep. I feel you have to take the 3 sheep there. If you don't take the 3 sheep, then Zyron is gained a lot. Which,
yeah. I mean, he's leading the tournament, so we shouldn't give him a free shot at winning the first game in the final.
Guildmaster here.
Guildmaster. Wow.
With no resources and I guess it's food plus 1 food with Village Druid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's plus 1 food with Village Druid. But yeah, that's unusual to me. I'm guessing maybe I don't even know. Because he's not going to build a major improvement next round because he's going to family growth, I would assume. Do we start player Spinny with our second action here?
Siron is the starting player.
I guess it depends on what Axiom does here. Axiom might take the 3 wood. Might take the Reedstone food to think about building a second room.
He might take 3 reed to build BMW as well next round. Because he has a stone incoming. Let's see what he does. Redstone food, yeah. And he did also land this time. How's our food situation for next round? Can we even build a room?
We can build, but we'd have to get 3 food with our second action.
Yeah, because we have to get 3 food with our second action.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, taking start player now in order to build.
Well, so the other thing about Spinny is if we start player Spinny, then if Turmbar takes the 3 wood, then we just build a room, no problem. But if he doesn't, yeah,
I think he will take food with his second action now.
You think maybe day labor, or maybe you might want to build a pottery?
He has corn sheaf on hand, so he could do like start player and then major Renault clay oven. But and he wants to do that because he has granary stuff incoming. So maybe he doesn't have to take food here. Okay, but what are we guaranteed? We're guaranteed to get family growth round 8
if we build in round 7. Yes.
Yeah, and to make sure we do that, we have to take start player here.
Yeah, because we would have to first action build a room, but then we'd have to get second action 3 food, and if we don't get second action 3 food, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Boy.
I think we can. We could also take 3 reed. 3 reed is like taking 1 food for us, because it saves us on contractor. We are gifting Turmbar start player into 6 wood, but if Turmbar start players into 6 wood, then we get to build a room with our first move.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. 3 reed and then hope he goes start player for a 6 wood.
If he doesn't, Zyron, he does. You know what's crazy? He doesn't even have to start player. Zyron can't take the reed, or Zyron can't take the wood if he wants to family growth. Well, no, yeah, he can't. Yeah, because Zyron has only 4 food on his farm right now. So Zyron with 4 food on his farm can't 6 wood and family growth.
Yep.
So then Turmbar doesn't even have to start player here to get the 6 wood. Yeah, Turmbar building the well here. Yeah, to get an extra food before the next harvest. And let's see if Turmbar takes 6 wood or builds another room.
Sauron, you mean?
No, Turmbar, I think.
Okay.
Because Zyron has to take food with their first move.
So maybe playing an
Well, no, he has 4 food. No, he needs 5.
5.
No,
with,
no. Okay, yeah, he has 4. He has 4. Yeah.
I assume 5 because they're gonna family growth. That's my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And also a grain just feels a little bit.
I mean, in that situation, I would maybe even consider, if I were them, taking 6 wood and then building the joinery second action. You do delay your family growth 1 round, but you get the joinery and you get the conversion and you get the wood with Guildmaster. Not that the joinery is the most contested Guildmaster improvement, but maybe it's a line. They were talking about something with the Rezo Slender, but I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been watching it that closely. Yeah, Zyron does take the 6 wood. So if Turambar builds and is able to feed, then he could theoretically build, feed, grow. But I don't think that's happening, because Turambar would need 7 food. I guess he could corn sheaf for a food. Yeah. So Turambar maybe is getting to build, take 3 food, and then grow here.
Oh, he just first action built.
Yep. So Zyron, yeah, I was kind of thinking about, I kind of realized this after the fact that there was a very strong possibility that Zyron would take the 6 wood and forego growing this round.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that earlier. So we probably are just going to use it, activate our Master Cook now.
Yeah. Okay. This game has basically just gone south.
Yep.
Let's just take Master Cook and try to do something later. This is hardcore growing from Turambar.
Mm-hmm.
And what food actions will he be getting? 3. He will basically
might get 3 food back.
He will, he will take 3 food, and the 7 food will be the corn sheaf.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, he's known for taking a begging card in this situation. He actually feels that if he didn't have corn sheaf in hand, he would have done the same thing and taken a begging card here 100% of the time.
Oh yeah.
We've discussed that a lot, and he is a big fan of getting ahead, and he feels that 3 a lot.
Well, I mean, Sid, I said when we play in like round 3, I said if round 5 is family growth, that's bad, but we probably do well in any other family growth round. So, I mean, 1/3 of the time this game goes pretty sideways for us. So,
Zyron goes for the staple and picks up a food that puts him on 5 food.
I don't really. This is.
This
is on
3,
family
4,
growth.
5. Yeah, he does it on family growth, and he picks up a raspberries food, and he's eating a rogue grain.
Oh, yeah. Okay, raspberries food, of course. There we go. There we go. I was wondering where the extra food was going to come from. Okay.
I would like to play maybe magician here, so we have some crops that we can put towards our late game field warden that's right now looking very sad, because field warden really needs like 4 people if it's going to be a good card, but
yeah, magician and then 3 food fishing.
Or the other. fishing, and
then magician.
occupation. Yeah.
Yep, seems reasonable. We do want to start picking up crops, so. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is I did not think Zyron was going to be able to take 6 wood and then family growth. Because if Zyron's taking 6 wood, then for sure Turambar will build. We're hoping that Turambar gets the choice between 6 wood and building, and then maybe we get build a room back, so... I don't know, I would have not felt good about our game if we had to start player into first action build a room, you know, like that's... And to not even grow until round 7, like that doesn't feel good either. So sure, we're losing a couple rounds here, but our feeding would have been really tough in that line as well, right? Our feeding would have been really tough.
Yeah, and I think we have played our hand wrong when we have Master Cook and Magician, and we have 3 sheep, and then we have done something wrong if we have hard time feeding in round 7, if we have those 3.
Yeah.
We have like taken 3 sheep, we have Master Cook, and we have a Magician. Then we have done something weird, and...
Is playing Magician worth the extra food here, or do we start player and play Spinny?
Yeah, we won't get family growth next round. I would like start player Spinny, 4 wood, and no, that won't put us on... No, I would like cookies, maybe. And 4 wood and just build 2 rooms. I would like 4 wood and build 2 rooms, but I don't know if we can afford the actions. But
start player cookies, then take 4 wood and build 2 rooms round 8. Yeah, I guess I'm also looking at is anyone else likely to build.
No, I want to take Spinny. I want to take Spinny now, 4 wood, and save a wood from contractor on the build room
I like
action.
that. Okay.
I didn't realize that was the thing.
Yep.
I just realized.
I like the sound of that.
You properly marked the Spinny. 2 fences. Just to stake a claim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you needed to do that with a human being, not a guest, but it's okay.
So take start player.
Yeah.
Okay, the other thing we could do... Now, this is a really greedy line. The contractor can save us on each room that we build, right?
Yeah.
So we could Master Cook here, because 3 wood is going... We're very likely to be able to get 3 wood and then build a room with our last action. Or theoretically do the super greed line where we try to double build around 9. So I think giving up the 1 wood to gain the food is okay. I think we gain net +1 food if we Master Cook here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
But then we won't get. But then we won't get to build 2 rooms.
So if we take 3 wood with our second action, we still do, because we'd have 8 wood. We can save 1 wood on each room with contractor.
Okay. Oh yeah, because we won't get family growth. Okay, let's do that. We either gonna lose this game very hard, or we need a miracle. And a miracle could definitely be building 2 rooms in round 9 and getting family growth round 9 and 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do I think it's likely? No. I mean, Zyron could just take 2 read here, but you know, Zyron also needs to set up feeding. Oh, I never bred the sheep. I should breed the sheep, because we can hold an extra sheep in the house.
Yay. Yeah, so Cyron is forced into doing this so then he can put that stone towards Baskermaker's workshop and joinery later. And if it doesn't score that, then this guildmaster could be over his sad guildmaster. So
I think we probably just build one room here to get growth in round 9. I think double building would be nice, but if we double build to get our next family growth, we'll have to start player. So I think we could probably just build one room here.
Yep.
And I will not pay the food for contractor. I think we need food.
Okay.
Actually, no. If we build a fireplace, we don't need food anymore. Yeah, let's pay the food for contractor.
But if you want to build a room now, why don't you do the second? Oh yeah, because you're not getting family growth now. Yeah. So why building first?
Because Zyron can build now.
Zyron can build. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yes and no, but yeah, he can build in theory. Well, okay. He has a fireplace. He could actually build. Yeah.
Yeah, because he can also pick up 3 sheep next round, and no one else really wants the sheep right now. So.
Yeah.
Oh, free stable as well. So capacity for one more sheep. Is everyone going to start player again? Oh my goodness. We just lost this game. I feel like, yes, we've made mistakes, but I feel like we just lost this game to the businessman. Like, if we haven't been first, we've been fourth.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe. I feel when you have weak occupations, I think the line that Turan Bar has done is the best one. Just play one solid one, go for hard all in family growth, new FG, and build stuff like the well and grab like good stuff like have 8 clay at this point. I feel that is a good way to do it as well. But I think I would have gone all in on Master Cook and tried to build room faster than we did. I don't know. Yeah, I think at least we would have built before Zyron, that's for sure. And does he have the... Yeah, actually, Turambar... Oh boy. Yeah, Turambar might not... Okay, no, he has Corner Chief, yeah. I was thinking, is there a way that he...
Doesn't family growth and we get family growth?
No, he has. I was thinking this was a harvest. Yeah, I was thinking wrong. Because then he would have had to gotten on the major minor defeat. But of course it's round 8 and not 9.
Mm-hmm. So I think we can... Actually, no, I don't like that anymore. Silo Girl here. That seems a couple... Oh, he played Conservator. Okay. So he is only one action away from getting the Silo Girl off.
Yeah, and it's unblockable. Nobody can block it. So.
I kind of want to get 6 clay next round so we can reno and build the fireplace. Give up on our 4th room. And the fireplace solves our feeding with our sheep by a lot, so we could maybe take 3 wood here.
Zyron will... Yeah, 3 wood here is good. Then we blocks 5 wood for another player, and then we can see what happens. But I mean, it's not guaranteed that Zyron will build because he has. Well, okay, he doesn't have food issues. He has the sheep and stuff. I was thinking taking clay and try to build one more time at some point, but maybe we have to face that we are pretty late to the family growth party. And
I'm just thinking that we're going to be in a situation where it's probably better for us to swing for family growth without room round 12 than to build the 4th room and then have our fencing come that much later.
Yeah, but our fencing what do we need fences for? To hold animals. Right now we can hold animals, and we have 10 wood with our already played Sawhorse. So I would actually, with Sawhorse, I really like to go for 2 rooms. Field Warden really likes big family. So if we could family growth around, let's say around 9 and 11, I think that's very good for a late game Field Warden. And also the countryman stuff, we could, if you have the, yeah. And also you were talking about the fireplace. I think cooking hearth is our play because of the late game vegetables.
I'm just thinking, can we get the fireplace with 1 action? And it's the 6 clay. If we get 6 clay into fire, like a Reno fireplace, that's what I'm wondering about.
Yeah. But then you're also saying that you're giving away the chance to build a new wood room, and we have the best wood situation except for Turambar in the game. Well, I guess Siron also has easy access to wood because he has Peace Worker, but I feel the strength of Sawhorse is basically you can be nonchalant in your wood stuff. You can basically build more wooden rooms, and Field Warden really is shining when you get to use it with your 4th action compared to your and definitely family growth around 12 would be good for us as well. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
so. But we can let the chat decide. You guys can decide. do we go for a 4th room, or do we do not go for a 4th room?
I think we might actually be master cooking with our first action here. It gets us the extra wood which we need for the harvest, and I think Zyron's pretty unlikely to first action build. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Is there 2 read on this resource? No, there's not 2 read on the resource dealer. And even if that was the case, Axiom doesn't have enough stone. Oh man. That's brutal.
Yeah, he recognizes that he's the only one. He has a basket maker's workshop already, so he basically has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 food on his farm. So yeah, but I mean,
but why do you need to build it with their first move?
Yeah, to put pressure. That's the Oslo crew always try to put pressure.
Put pressure on us. We're in last. We're losing this game so badly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's.
Okay, this was good for us. He took starting player now.
Yes, someone. We're not gonna be first or last. We're gonna have. We're gonna be second or third.
So I guess cookies here.
Yeah. Although we might not even end up baking it all. We maybe acreage. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's pretty similar.
The magician never came out, so that puts cookies just way behind.
All right, so if we get Reedstone food back here, that's our 5th food, and it also gets us an extra reed, which is a point in favor of building more rooms.
Yeah, because we're actually are forced to take food yet again here. Yeah, but we have been forced to do a food action a lot, and the magician would have helped a lot if we had that somewhere.
Yep.
So maybe the reformer to take the 3 sheep was basically wrong, and we should have just done the magician instead way back then. So maybe my train of thought was basically wrong.
Well, I think we were both thinking about it. So yeah, we need a 5th food here, so I think Reedstone food. And Turnbar has punter, and I think that just seals the game for Turnbar.
Yeah, 2 free plow actions at least. Well, I guess we didn't see any plow, so I guess Sauron has to have first picked a plow.
Is it a dump by question for you from Sid? How is the final score coming out here?
So it's 12.5 points for the winner, and it's like 10-6-3-1 for the 4. You can say this. It's 10 points for the winner, 6 points for second place, third, and 1. And I can actually go in and I can actually copy paste the actual current results. And we're basically in this final. We're gonna play these guys 2 times. We're dead last. The leader Cyron has 5 wins and 1 second place, and we have 3 wins, 1 second, 1 third, and 1 fourth. And the 4th place is like disastrous in this kind of tournament, so it only gives you 1 point instead of the winning 10 points. I'm gonna post. Oh, it's so hard to find on this. I'm gonna post. Give me 2 seconds, guys, and I will post this in the Twitch chat. I just have to...
I think that's the scores are being carried over. Yeah, so it's like cumulative tournament score. So our disadvantage is that we keep the score for being in 4th is that we keep the score that we had coming in.
Yeah.
So that gives a kind of a big advantage to the person coming in 1st, and it makes the game where we came in 4th even more disastrous. But I will note that the player who blocked us is not in the final here.
Yeah, he finished in between 5th and 8th place, I believe.
Man, we're gonna get so much food from this fireplace or cooking hearth. Slap the roof of the farm.
Yeah. So
Axiom
basically,
is very likely to take 6 wood here. So we maybe could master cook, or we could take 5 clay, or we could take 3 stone. Yeah, the stone's not that appealing because there's not that many majors left. The clay is an option. I guess Axiom kind of likes the clay, and Zyron sort of likes the clay. It's probably not worth losing out on Master Cook to potentially... Or it's not worth the 2 food to potentially lose out on the fireplace.
Yeah. So whoever's interested in the standings, I just posted it in the Twitch chat for you guys. So we're basically dead last with 38 points. Cyron is leading with 54, and I believe he is almost guaranteed winning the tournament with 2 second places. The winner of each game will get 12.5 points. Second place 7, then 4.5, and 4th player.
What do you mean? We're definitely going to win both games. This game's going quite well. Actually, okay, to be fair, the game looks awful. I will note we do have 6 bonus points on our farm.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not going to overcome all of this, but we do have 6 bonus points. So it's not like we're in last for nothing.
The player that has the weakest game so far, at least a couple of rounds ago, is Axiom, and now he has basically a lot of crops coming in. He will soon have 6 fields, and he just straightened out his biggest problem. That was his wood situation, and he's actually quite close to building a stone room if he wants to. So he's in a good position, but he has a little bit of a food issue. He needs to straighten that out at some point. He has used his oak cask, I believe. Yeah, so he needs to figure out that, and then,
Are we building a room here?
I would like to build rooms because then our field warden becomes that much stronger, but...
We don't have to do it with this action, but maybe our next action is build a room.
Yeah.
So then with
what
this...
is better?
Yeah,
to build a cookery?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I agree. Then we can utilize these sheeps, and also the possibility of us taking 2 cattle or 2 wild boars down the road becomes that much better. Yeah, so wood is definitely a problem here. I mean, Cyron, he has 1 wood, but he has Peace Worker, but he needs to start taking wood at some point in order to actually be not super wood short.
It is nice that we sit in front of Zyron. That is nice. Although if Zyron keeps taking start player, then...
Then not so nice, yeah. Oh, you place your peep on fences
Yeah,
instead of
that was a
nature.
mistake. They're similar in that they're mostly green and they have little boxes at the top.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I make the same mistake. Also, the family growth and major minor, if they're next to each other, I sometimes confuse them as well.
All right.
Wow, so
we're gonna build a
Turan
room.
Bar sold. So Turan Bar sold last round. That's interesting. He sowed a single vegetable, and he baked bread, obviously. Okay, with clay oven. Okay, that makes more sense.
Right. Yeah.
And he's gonna scoop up the stone oven, and when that is gone, I guess in this game nobody will buy the joinery except for maybe Guildmaster. And Fencer is actually going to be a decent card for Turan Bar in this game, because the late game fence can be nice.
Yep.
The late game wood. And Axiom has loaned his wood, so he will have 12 wood in round 12. So he will probably fence in round 12 with another wood grab. And he also needs to get on the plow on field very soon also. Yeah, room, and what can we then... I have taken away our hand. What can we play on the...
Oh, play acreage.
Yeah, makes sense.
So this is a game where we maybe consider fencing big and only going for 3 plows in total, since we can sow 2 grain on acreage theoretically. I think this is a game where like 2 points for a plow is not going to be that good for us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I have to agree.
Yeah.
I don't like capping my fields at 3 with Field Warden, but yeah, this game has not gone the way Field Warden would like it to go, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to go out. I'm gonna rewatch this video and try to find out really where this game went south for us.
It might have been when we played Barbershop.
Yeah, it could have been that, and it could also have been doing the Reformer.
Although, to be fair, yeah, when we played Barbershop, Axiom was start player ahead of us to build in round 5, and we were not going to be able to build ahead of Turan Bar in round 4. That was never happening. So we would have had to start player to build even ahead of Axiom in round 5. So yeah, maybe it's the Reformer play. We thought we were pressuring Zyron a bit more, and then also the fact that Turan Bar got in ahead of, like, I was okay with Zyron jumping us. The fact that Turan Bar jumped us as well, that's where I think things really went off the rails.
Yep.
Build a room, save a wood by eating a sheep.
So we need 9 more wood, which is doable with considering we've played Spinny. We can probably rely on getting 2 more wood from our Spinny, and then if we take 3 wood twice, or maybe we get 3 wood from Spinny and we take 3 wood twice, something like that.
Yeah, I would
Is
definitely
everyone
want
going
to
to start player
prioritize.
again? I guess this is what we get for passing businessman, right? Oh no, this is family growth. Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is family growth.
Okay.
But you can rely on him taking at least one more
I mean, one more start player is
It's one more.
reasonable in the late
Yeah,
game
definitely.
because the
Yeah.
start player is so good. Those stage 4 actions,
Yeah.
or stage 5 actions. But yeah,
I mean, round 11 and 13, I think, are the two places where start player is basically taken a lot of the times with the player's first action.
Yeah.
And of course, the other time in the game is basically in the family growth queue.
I think we have been hurt a little bit by the fact that Turbar and Axiom have not start playered at all.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they've maybe done it. Axiom start playered last round, and then did he even do it once for family growth? No, he start playered in round. He was start player in round 4 because he had the first action in round 5. So I'm trying to remember what he played.
I
Oh, he
believe
played-
when he family growth, the purple player Siron was starting player.
Yeah.
So I don't think he start player in the stage 1. It's the stage 2 for family growth queue.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
I could be mistaken, but
No, he didn't. He did in round 4, I think.
Yeah. And he's closing in on either he's gonna buy the stone oven for points, Axiom, or he's aiming for a new stone house. There's no more stone majors on the board.
Oh, here's something fun. Stonehouse extension.
We saw that in the draft too.
Yeah, you're right. Closing in on building a stone room. So family growth looks good here. And actually, if family growth could come out round 12, that would be quite good because Zyron would potentially give us family growth even without room.
Yeah, that's a huge start player for him because if Plowsow comes, he will basically do Plowsow with 6 fields and a lot of crops.
Yeah.
And he will get family growth with his last action that run. That's beautiful.
Right.
And he pushes us that we can't mess around. We have to do with our first action as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how's our food situation?
We need to pick up a bit more.
Yeah, I say pick up and do field warden and do countryman maybe, jumping from vegetable to plow. So
in the next round, you mean?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking 2 cattle, which is most likely going to be taken. But I'm thinking 2 wild boars here, then playing field warden, and next round play countryman and 3 times and hope for plow in round 12, and then we
can take
jump vegetable 3 times.
Yeah.
And basically just jump to plow.
Right.
And then after we have taken countryman, then we know that vegetable is our last action, and our first action is the highest wood space, and then the second one is the 3 wood, and get clay at some point and reno fence.
Right.
That's like my go-to plan right now. And
okay. Yeah, Sid. It helped that he got Silo Girl like 6th pick or something. What was Silo Girl in our 2nd or 3rd pack?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was he got Silo Girl with a really really late pick. Yeah, I like 2 boar here.
Yeah, I must say that personally, I never ever play these Stone Reno cards entirely on their own. But I mean, to have Silo Girl helps, of course, and then you pick up like he has Stonehouse extension is a very good miner for a Stonehouse strat, and also the star classification meal. That's very nice card to have. It's not a game changer, but it's definitely a nice card. That strategy, and also a big plow like riding plow helps a lot with the Stonehouse Reno and Silo Girl.
Yep.
Yeah, I say Field Warden here.
So the one thing about Field Warden is we end up having to eat our last sheep. So if we could avoid eating our last sheep, that would be kind of nice.
Okay, maybe 4 food then. Or, yeah, because we're going to get 6 wood first action. Most likely. Yeah, I think, well, we are either going to get 6 wood or family growth with our first action.
Right.
Because if family growth comes, I think Axiom takes 6 wood. But he does. No, he's not going to take wood. He has 4 wood incoming.
Yeah.
And he already has 11, and he
under.
only needs to fence 12 wood because he's going to do 1 more plow. So I think with all his crops.
Yeah, he's also got Parquet Setter, which is getting him wood as well. Like he gets a wood at the end of the round.
Yeah, he actually could end up buying the joinery actually.
Mm-hmm.
The way this has gone. Yeah, so with that thought, I'm thinking food here. Food or 3 wood. No, I want to take 6 wood. Yeah, 4 food I think is the best player.
I like the sound of it.
I like the sound of my own voice. I guess we're different in that aspect. No, just kidding.
I'm gonna feed 7.
Breed. Do we have room
we
to
can
double
only
breed?
breed. No, we can only breed 1, unfortunately.
Oh, we could. Okay, we can. But yeah, it's the same. 4 and 5 sheep is the same. So as long as we play 1 more occupation, and we're gonna play, hopefully 2, then Turambar so bakes.
Interesting. Turambar has been using up the last of his clay to bake here, which is interesting to me. Or last of his clay, last of his grain. Sorry. So he does pick up 1 grain in round 12, but
Yeah.
he's probably not going to bake that one, I would assume.
Yeah, definitely. Potter is being played nice with Guildmaster.
Honestly, this interaction comes up so little, I totally forgot it was a thing. When I saw Potter, I was like, why are you playing Potter? And I was like, oh, that's right, he gets 4 wood or 4 clay.
Yeah, with all the G4, 5, and 6 cards, the chance that you get Guildmaster in one of the 3 occupations that's a combo, it's very, very rare.
Yeah.
Now, so.
And we passed both those cards. We should have seen that.
Yeah, even Lumen, he was drafting, and he had Guildmaster, and he didn't even take note that the basket maker, which is the strongest Guildmaster occupation of those 3, were in his pile, and he took not a very particularly strong card, but he didn't even notice it, and he made a point on that later in the stream. So sometimes you forget.
Yeah.
But Siron didn't forget, so good for him.
Okay, so we need a couple clay.
You need to remove the Stonehouse extension also.
Yeah, I saw that. So let's see what this round 12 action is.
Oh, it's going to be Ploso. I'm hoping.
It's Ploso.
Yeah, because then we will be guaranteed to get 6 wood. I think we would have been guaranteed that anyway, but...
Is it still possible for us to get to a stone house? Wondering with Contractor if it's still doable.
I mean, with Field Warden in our hand, I think definitely our best goal for this game now is I would actually like to go Field Warden and Countryman and Vegetable this round, and repeat the Vegetable 2 more times. Just pick up wood,
right?
Fence, and hope for clay room, Reno fence with clay room last round. But I mean, if Siron doesn't pick up 5 wood here, 4+1, he's in bad shape, and he probably will take start player here actually, because he can't. I was thinking he had a fireplace he could upgrade to. So
no, we built the second one.
Yeah.
Or we built the first one, and Turambar built the second one.
Yeah. He had to take wood here. So yeah, so I like the style of Field Warden, Countryman, and Vegetable here, and then we have a very safe 2 more Vegetable grabs.
Okay, that sounds good to me. So play Field Warden first.
We only need 3, and then we need 3 more wood, so that's a guaranteed action next round. And yeah, and then grab clay and be ready for Reno fence. Oh yeah, I don't know. Snorko, what did he? Yeah, donkey. Wow, nice. That's nice. Let's hope Siron goes on the plow one space. Yeah. Yeah, Turambar really likes the donkey. It's a very good miner,
It's
but
it's great. Yeah.
he really he takes that quite high, higher than most people, I think. But I like it too, and I take it high. But he gets it to work more often than I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, us playing a second occupation here, by the way, it will give us more rooms for animals
Capacity.
as well.
Yep.
Taking 2 cattle.
Right. Makes sense.
Axiom should really play Holiday House and
Yeah. Yeah.
in
He
round
is
13,
is
and
running
also the
out of stuff
miner.
to do.
Yeah, he's definitely running. He's had a very efficient game. He doesn't have too many points on his cards, though. He has no points on his occupations. I'm saying no points on his improvements, but I mean he has a pottery, but still, I think he would like to get his hand on the stone oven, but it seems Turambar is fixed on renoing stone oven here. Yay! Our big plan.
Yeah.
Field work countryman.
Yep.
Okay, so let's count the renovations. It's only going to be 3 more renovations in this game, and that means
Assuming
that
Xiron doesn't try to get to stone.
yeah, assuming that. So with that said, I think we can just easily forget. So I think it's much better to take 2 cattle, maybe even 2 wild boar. Well, we have wild boars. Yeah, take 2 cattle and.
I think
And
Axiom
fences
is probably taking the cattle, though, isn't he? Or is he
Oh,
taking
oh.
family growth?
Yeah, I agree. He's gonna take cattle, definitely.
So we could, we could think about the 2 boar for sure.
Yeah, 2 boars.
We'll need the food most likely,
Yeah, it's at least 6 food for us.
and it'll let us breed the sheep and the boar, which is nice.
Yeah. By the way, you can do the plow vegetable now and sow it, so you can just basically just do your turn now, and then when it's your turn, just skip
it. Just automatically will show up.
Oh, no.
Turambar is renovating here. Do you think?
Stone oven and baking too. Wow, I'm presuming he's baking too.
Well, probably just bake 1, right?
No, correct. Yeah, he is. So he is going for plow. So we will get family growth next round because of the 2 cattle. We're gonna get 2 cattle or family growth next round. How did Mr. Xiron get all these cattle? Did he? Yeah, he took 2 cattle last round. Okay. Yeah, I was not paying attention to all the other players. Job to plow. So nice. Yeah, I had Chamberlain. I had Chamberlain countryman in a game, like I don't know, 6 months ago, and taking 1 vegetable and jumping to plow 2 times in a game just felt very unsatisfying, and I really feel that people should ban Chamberlain. And I played a game with you the other day where I messed up Chamberlain. I should have played. I had a combo with a little bit of a weird card, a giant, and I should have had. Yeah, I messed that one up. Yeah, I actually been messing up a lot against you. I messed up. You had like a Cowboy Mother winning game with like high 40s, and I had basically 5 rooms, and I have the resources for stone, and I had chief in my hand, so basically lost 10 points.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah,
and
I had a couple narrow wins last week.
Yeah, it was quite funny because you noted in your stream as well. I said, "Oh, by the way, can we ban Chamberlain?" And then Kristen just clicks start game, and I see Chamberlain, and then I go into the site and I make my something. I had some guest giving stuff. I don't remember what it was, and then I changed my guest
to Chamberlain.
In my head. Okay, so we didn't get family growth because cattle was Turambar denied the 2 cattle grab by taking 1 cattle last action. Okay, I think that's a.
I think we're fine taking 2 boar here, though. I think we need the food.
Yeah, it's 6 food.
Sid pointing out that we could have done a line where we could get 2 grain into the ground with acreage.
Yeah, yeah, we could have done something like that. I think the magician. This was a game where we did need magician out. We kind of. I was kind of caught in two minds with the barbershop and then the contractor. Like contractor has ultimately been pretty disappointing. So
Yeah. By the way, we should grab wood and fence maybe this, or grab wood and grab clay. And I'm truly expecting, 100% expecting Cyron to start play a miner and joinery, because he has the joinery resources now. And joinery's just basically going to be it's on a couple of extra wood for him. That's gonna put him on 12 wood.
right.
So we're gonna be last in round 14. I'm predicting. So. And Turambar really wants to fence in round 3rd, so we need to fence this round actually. Yeah. If you look at the queue, assuming Cyron goes start player, and look at Turambar's farm, he has fencer, so he needs to wait for other people to fence.
Will Zyron first action Reno fence ahead of like? I'm wondering if Zyron plays joinery. Zyron will only have 8 wood. Is Reno fence a really high?
No. He will have 14 wood because he will get more wood for playing joinery. He will go from 10 to 12.
Of course,
joinery.
of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so
he will basically only play joinery for 2 wood and the 2 points.
Okay, so we need a 3 wood fence and plow.
Yeah, vegetable basically, or vegetable to plow. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
And then we are guaranteed to Reno in round 14 because nobody can block our Reno if we want to spend 2 actions renovating.
Do we have
anything solid to play?
We have corn sheaf in hand, so yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's a 2-point play.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So now I'm predicting with this move, I'm predicting the player and also joinery. Because if he took businessman, I mean, he hasn't used it as much as I thought he would have used it. So,
well, part of it he hasn't built that many majors. Like he used the major to play corn sheaf, which was kind of strange.
Yeah. And he did a sow action here.
That's kind of weird. If you're gonna plow sow,
maybe even Turambar wants to start player for a. Well, I guess plow sow is not that huge for him. It covers a couple of spaces. That's basically it.
Turambar might even like sow bake better than plow sow at this point.
Ah, true. Actually, because he then five vegetables though.
I'm gonna take vegetable here because then we have the option to last action fence or not.
Yeah.
Because if someone else fences, then we don't have to fence here. But if no one else fences,
then it opens. Then it opens. Yeah.
Then we could do something like take 4 clay, or even better, probably take a grain, because then we could actually sow onto our acreage.
And here he comes, start players, Zeron, Golden Rose, and joinery for +2 wood. So he has set up a decent Reno fence action. So this pushes us to fence now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess we fence six farmyard spaces, and we will definitely jump to plow, so we can even do a single plow next round.
Fence 6, you mean fence 8?
Fence 8. 6 farmyard spaces, just fence 4 pastures on 6 spaces. Like, we can leave the stable, I don't know the point wise, but I'm thinking the bottom 6 all the way to the right. like four pastures on those 6 spaces.
I think plowing the big field is better. Plowing or fencing the big. Oh, you're saying leave an extra plow available.
Yeah, for plow 1 field. But I guess taking 4 clay and Reno
Yeah,
corn sheep is maybe even better than plow 1 field.
yeah, that's sort of
But
what I was thinking.
let's count our last round. Then we have 4 actions.
Yep.
We want to go on vegetable. That's a guarantee.
Yep.
We want to do 4 clay, and we want to Reno, and then the last action, it
Could be a cattle.
it probably will be food or something. And can we even? No, I'm just messing around with this. But could we even master cook? I guess we don't need that. That would be just funny. if we could master cook in round 14 and not come last, that would be hilarious.
I like your thinking.
Okay, Turambar builds a single stable now in order to breed his sheep. Wow. So he...
So Turnbar will pick up 2 wood from Reno Fence, but
And 2 wood from us now.
if we don't fence here, then Turnbar can't actually fence.
Correct, he needs 3 wood. That's correct. Unless somebody... No, a good friend is all out of wood for him.
Yeah.
Um,
So we don't actually need to fence here.
but is it good for us to then maybe take clay? Because
Yeah,
we want
take
to...
3 clay. Yeah.
Take clay, because then we can either Reno corn sheaf or we can Reno fence.
Yeah.
And remember to jump to plow, so... And you should have made your guest token now. You should have a guest token here, and it should be the countryman.
Oh, that's a good point. I put it late sleeper
Nitpicking,
because
I think we called it yesterday. Nitpicking, didn't I call it that
Yeah,
yesterday?
that's right. Yeah.
I don't even picked, but it was something. It was your farm layout, I think. Very small edges. I don't even remember that game. Watching it, I don't remember your key cards yesterday.
I don't remember my key cards. I turn off the stream, and then I go to write the card spoilers in the description, and I can't remember any of them.
Yeah. Oh, it was the I think it was the game where the guy passed educator, and I joked that it was the one all the way to the right. So you also passed patroness.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No matter. I guess we could just focus on this game, but. Wow, they're brothers, by the way, Turambar and Axiom. They have similar farm layouts, and like it's not.
Okay, 2 food, 2 or
You could also easy
eat a vegetable.
Yeah, because you're gonna re-sow it, plow sow it. Turambar is on 4 people, yeah, so he's gonna take family growth first action, most likely. Well, it depends. If Siron goes plow sow, I think he will foresee that we gonna do Reno fence, and then he will belay it. But Siron also actually is on people, so I think we cannot get family growth on our second.
Okay, Reno fence.
Yeah. So he probably gonna do plow sow 2 fields with his donkey and getting 1 more point in vegetable in grain, and then just having unlimited food with all his vegetables. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah, he does that. And Axiom, I have no clue what he's gonna.
Axiom might take wood to build an extra stable. Or, well, I
Uh,
guess Axiom has to take the two kinds of animals he doesn't have right now, so
yeah,
those two probably first.
yeah. So we have 4 actions. So I guess family growth is the first thing we do, because the fencing,
Is safe?
yeah, it's still the same. Because he doesn't have an invisible 1 wood income as I see. No. I mean, if there was like 2 cattle on the board, I would have taken that instead.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's, I believe, yeah, 2 cattle is 3 points, and so that's better than family growth because you don't miss the food.
Yep.
But family growth, Reno, and fence. And on the Reno, we're going to play grain sheaf, I'm presuming, for 2 points. And the last action is going to be vegetable for plow. So
Yep. Sounds good.
yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
So actually, our final game, it didn't become as sad as I thought it would be. But I think we are last here by a clear five points or something. But I thought actually in like round 8, I visioned a lesser game for us after round 14.
Yep.
If all the other players right now had 5 people, we could have master cooked her. Just saying. Because then we could have done everything either way.
There you go. There you go.
So if there's people out there from the start, what's the key differences you would have done? Would you have played barbershop on a different timing? Would you have stressed with getting magician out?
Well, chat was
You
all
have done
saying
different.
chat was saying that they would have drafted miners differently.
Aha. Okay. Yeah.
So as far back as that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we should have taken businessman. maybe we should go back to our occupations, and that was where the first
Yeah,
change
it all fell
should
apart
occur.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I normally do very well with Master Cook. I don't know why I do that, but I feel I do.
Well, I mean, we
But
didn't see any grotto. Like contractor is
yeah.
not really a payoff for
Peace
Master
Worker,
Cook.
for example, if we had instead, I think, and maybe we could get Master Cook out round 1. Like Master Cook, Peace Worker. Not saying we could have done that, but that's just an example of how a Master Cook game can go that much better. And use Peace Worker to like catalyze into 2 rooms, and then use Field Warden. Yeah, that would be a totally different game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our last 3 actions are still scripted, and so yeah, nobody can do anything. So we're basically playing a game of solitaire.
Solitaire at this point.
Yeah. So the corn sheaf passed all the way over to Zyron again. So now we can grab 1 grain and then play it for a half a point.
Yeah, I mean the plan was magician in farm school, of course, but things kind of collapsed.
Yeah. And here's the gardener. Gardener is a free gardener basically for a sheep that he collects the sheep at this play.
Oh right,
And and he also gets basically surplus. He's gonna end the game now on 4 vegetables instead of starter. So that's the boring way. Take chief starter
yeah.
as a 3rd pick, and it's your best occupation, and you just play a standard family game. Can we call Turn Bar's game like a family game with good friend and fencer? Not particularly strong stuff, I guess. So with granary and donkey punter. Yeah, I feel Axiom's game was great, but I also feel that why does he have 7 clay right now? Should he maybe have tried to gotten one of the guilds? Well, no, he has
He has
pottery.
pottery.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. But he ran out of point stealing at some point. Now he has 2 actions, and he has basically nothing to do, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a food grab will yield him a point. No, he can eat. Yeah, he I guess he will do something that's good for him. Yeah, I thought Axiom was gonna win at some point, and now I'm Turambar, but I mean,
Turbar is
The w-
missing points from pastures and missing an animal point. So we'll see. We'll see what the final scores end up at.
yeah,
Turambar certainly, or Axiom is certainly missing on improvement points. Like pottery is great, and he's got the meal, but beyond that, not
oh
so
yeah, that's
much.
true. Yeah, I'm thinking Turambar, Siron, Axiom, and us, and but Siron has 1 on Boundary Stones, 3 on Basket Workshop, and he has points on all of his miners there.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Turambar playing stable for 1 point. That's
Stable. All the passing miners have certainly been there were a lot of passing miners in this game. Stonehouse Extension, Corn Sheep.
Yeah, stable. Yeah. So our last action is the vegetable jump to plow saw.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
sow the vegetable. Yeah, the grain doesn't. Yeah. We can sow the grain as well for a point.
It's not a point, but it's a food.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant a food actually.
Yeah.
And also, minor detail: you should put your sheep together in like one space, so it's easier for the other people to.
Oh yeah.
When you have sheep on 3 different places, a little bit nitpick.
No, you're right
Harder
about
to-
that. I just forgot because I hadn't. I just did the fencing, I guess, so
Yeah.
haven't rearranged my other cards.
Yeah. So the plan I went on Discord just before I joined your stream with the other 3 people. They're in a Discord right now talking
Mhm.
during the game, and they were saying like 5 to 10 minutes break, and then we start game number 2.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, we got to get some redemption here.
Yeah, we need to get like Field Warden and Constable.
Can we not get Field Warden? Like, I'm honestly so bored of this set. Like, I'm never gonna play this set again. I'm so bored of this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all what we play in Oslo. We play AIK France, and but we play live, and it's we haven't printed out the G4 and G5 cards yet. We were talking about doing it, but we haven't done it yet. So that's why we play AIK France WM.
So I think we have to eat boar, so we may as well eat 2 boar.
Yeah, 2 board. That's very efficient way of feeding for 1 minus point, 6 food. Remember to add your plow field and send farm because it doesn't say that you have plowed. Yeah.
So we score 41.
Decent. It's better than I actually thought we were going to do, but the low 40s, of course, is not a very good score at all. But definitely not in this company here. 41.
We're not far off of Zyron.
Yeah, Siren.
And unsurprisingly, the player seated after the... I'm salty about the businessman. Yeah, the player seated after the businessman does well.
Yeah, but I actually in this game the businessman didn't go all in start player.
No,
Bonanza,
that's true.
Yeah, but
if Zyron beats us by like 1 point, I'm gonna say, oh man.
in my first game of Agricola ever, I had businessman in a I don't know what you call it, but 10 minus 3 or 10-7. You
Yeah.
get 10 cards and you have to keep 7.
Yeah.
Top 51 for Axiom. I have Siron on like 43. Yeah, 42.
Zyron
So
beat us by 1 point.
okay. Yeah, so this basically means that if he wins and Siron, yeah, if he wins the next game, Turumbar will win the tournament, and we can win the tournament if we win the game and all the other players gets disqualified for something, then we can win the tournament as well.
There we go.
Okay, so I guess in 5 to 10 minutes we get a new game going.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna end the I'm gonna take the stream down for about a minute, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. We're gonna do one more, so if you're watching live, yeah, refresh in like a minute. And if you're watching on YouTube, we'll hope you enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.